bits of music in the modern manner, sweet and slow, light and bright. Produced for your entertainment by the Directorate of Public Relations of the Australian Army, featuring Laurie Wilson and the Hammond organ, backed by the On Parade Quintet. We told you in an earlier program that the Australian troops now in Malaya were all trained at the Jungle Training Centre at Canungra, 48 miles south of Brisbane. In this edition, we'd like to tell you something of what they're taught at Canungra. To set our theme, here is the quintet with a bright number which typifies the spirit of training at the Jungle Training Centre. It's hop, skip, and jump. Canungra, used as a jungle training school during World War II, was reopened in 1955. At the opening, the Chief of the General Staff, Lieutenant General Sir Henry Wells, said, "We have come back to Canungra because recent events have proved that we just can't afford any longer to ignore training in jungle warfare. We gained our experience the hard way in World War II, and we would be failing in our duty if we did not pass on to the new generation of soldiers those operational techniques and skills applicable to the regions where we may next be called upon to fight." Thank you, Jimmy Allen, for the very thought of you. Now, during their 6 weeks course, troops receive training in tactics, that is, map reading, ambushes, ruses, patrols, and jungle exercises. Battle training, obstacle courses, snap shooting, field firing. Engineer subjects, how to use explosives, camouflage, knots and lashings, and booby traps. Medical subjects, health in the tropics and first aid. Physical training, that is, hand hardening and muscle toughening, unarmed combat, tree climbing, rope work, and river crossing. And after 6 weeks, they're really tough. Well, I see Margot Carroll is here beside me to sing Who's Sorry Now? But Margot, as far as those troops are concerned, you just wouldn't find one in this category.
Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? Whose heart is aching for breaking each vow? Who's sad and blue? Who's crying too? Just like I cried over you. Right to the end, just like a friend. I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. Little you care for vows that we made. Little you care how much I have paid. My heart is aching, your heart is breaking, for somebody's taking my place. Right to the end, just like a friend, I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now, now, now. I'm glad that you're sorry now.
In jungle warfare, all orders are given by hand signals. The spoken order might betray them to the enemy. Silence is of paramount importance. Troops are trained to move with a minimum of noise, how to part undergrowth, and how to place their feet. At the end of the course, they move silently through the jungle like figures in a fog. Which brings us to our final number for this week. It's the Quintet with A Foggy Day in London. time's caught up with us again, I'm afraid, but we'll be back again next week. And now this is Jim Berinsen saying cheerio until the same time next week, when this program, produced by the Directorate of Public Relations of the Australian Army and recorded by AWA, is again on parade.